The new season of the next Food Network star is heating up.
And we're checking in on the competition with 3 signature dishes. Leslie caught up with Alicia, Whitney, and Chris, and she had them do a little face-off of their own. Take a look.
Hey, Audra and Rhiannon. I am here with Food Network Stars Season 7 contestants. We have Alicia, Whitney, and Chris with me. And you guys are used to competing, right? So let's do a little competition. What are we going to be making?
So today we're going to make a goat cheese tempura. All right, so I'm just going to add the rosemary to the panko and flour mixture and take my log of goat cheese and cut it into little rounds like this. And then I'm going to add the rounds to some beaten egg, add it to the panko. There we go. And over here, 4 tablespoons of raspberry preserves to the mixer. And you can pop in those 2 jalapenos. Perfect.
Go for.
I'm going to take my baguettes, and I've just toasted these in the oven for about 10 minutes with a little olive oil.
Okay.
And I'm just going to spread a little bit of the raspberry and jalapeno on each one. So here is
a lot of stuff here.
It is a lot of stuff. I'm making you summer gazpacho, one of my favorite recipes. Ooh. What I have in here is some chorizo that's been browning, and I'm going to add mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, and onion. So while you got your soup base going, you want to take some tomatoes, some big cloves of garlic, you don't have to cut them up, some jalapeno, and dress it in some olive oil, black pepper, and salt, and you just want to toss this around, and then you want to pour it onto a sheet pan. And then this is going to go into an oven at 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. We're going to add in some tomato paste, a bay leaf, thyme stems, some cumin. You want to let this cook and start to brown, and what you're going to do then is deglaze with white wine. Add a can of tomatoes and chicken stock. And after this is simmered for about 20 minutes, we're going to add some cream. Now that this is cooked, we are going to blend. Then you're going to pour it in a bowl and chill it in the fridge. And then when your guests get there, you can ladle the gazpacho over the garnish.
I don't think I could compete with you with my entertainment. I would do something easy.
This is easy. This is easy once you get it all done. It's easy to serve.
Well, I can't wait to taste it.
Great, thanks.
Today we're going to make something that's in between an eggplant rollatine and an eggplant lasagna. I just call it eggplant delicious because it's delicious. What I do is I get some olive oil, about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little less of olive oil. I steep in, or I let brown some garlic, about 4 or 5 garlic cloves because your marinara should be nice and garlicky. A nice bunch of basil. When that's ready, we're actually going to strain it right in our tomatoes.
All right.
I have 1 can tomatoes, plum tomatoes. Let that all get in there. Once it gets just basically warm, you want to just stir it, mix in everything, and then we have our 10-minute sauce. We'll cut about 3 pieces. That'll be enough for us to assemble. Okay. So we have our eggplant. What we're going to do is just flour it.
Flip it over?
You want to do it? Yeah. Just flip it over, flour it.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm actually going to put a little bit of salt just in my eggs. These are just egg yolks. Put the pecorino in the ricotta. Okay. Yes. There we go.
So we're actually going to stuff these?
We're actually going to stuff them. Just like if you were doing like a lasagna. It's sort of like a lasagna filling.
Now, how has it been on the show for you so far?
It's been an adventure. You know, whenever you're living in a house with 14 people, you're sharing a room with 3 guys, you know, it's an experience.
So you're going to tell us who's your biggest competitor?
Who's my biggest competitor? You know what, everybody. This season, unlike the previous seasons, I think every single person here could have a TV show. So right now we're just going to let them get a little more brown. Probably about 2.5 to 3 minutes on each side. Nice, browned, crispy. Put a little bit of the stuffing. We're actually going to put a little bit of sauce. So we just want to keep all these flavors flowing. You know, nice and vibrant. And then on top of that, we got our fresh mozzarella. Toss it in the oven, about 7 to 10 minutes, or until the cheese is nice and brown.
Now the competition begins.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love it. Is this mint?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And your sauce is really good. Well, I think he has an advantage because I grew up with an Italian grandmother, and that kind of reminds me of home comfort food. But they were all so wonderful, and I don't know who's going to win in the competition. But, Chris, I think you're a winner for me today.
I did my research. I knew you were Italian, so, you know, I had to bring it.
Yeah, well, you guys all brought it to the show. Congratulations, and we'll see who wins.
Thank you.
Ooh, all three of those look delicious.
They did. Look like they had a lot of fun out there too.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Alicia, Whitney, and Chris's recipes are all on our website, bettertv.com.